and I know we're here to sort of wrap up what happened this session, but let me just start with what's going to happen after the session. On July 1st, the people of the state of Connecticut are going to see the largest tax increase in their history take effect. They're going to see a doubling of their corporate surcharge tax, an increase in the insurance premium tax. They're going to pay more for all of the goods and products that they buy for the first time in a very long time. Families, when they go to buy clothes for their children, are going to be paying 6.35% on those clothes. They're going to see the cost of fuel go up. If you stay at a hotel, that tax is going to be increased. And I think what we're going to hear as state senators and state representatives from our constituents is a lot of anger and frustration, and a lot of difficult questions as to why in this economy, why in this difficult time, Connecticut went down a path that no other state seemed to be going down. The largest tax increase in our history. On top of that, I'm sure we're going to hear from businesses across the state about the paid sick days mandate. That's going to hurt job growth in the state of Connecticut. Just imagine this for a second. I mentioned this on the floor during the debate. A friend of mine who is made a good living for himself building restaurants around the state of Connecticut. He now owns, I think, 5 restaurants, employs over 300 people. As a business owner, he's going to be paying somewhere between $20,000 to $30,000 extra for each restaurant on paid sick leave. In addition, he's seen his corporate surcharge tax double. He's seen the sales tax go up to 6.35%. And he's seen the liquor tax go up 20%, which we know restaurants rely heavily on. That business owner gets hit 4 times by the state of Connecticut and the budget that Governor Malloy and the Democrats have given us. Governor Malloy talked about coming in the fall for a special session to talk about jobs. In January, he talked about jobs. Today, the Democrats told you that their session was about jobs. Obviously, they didn't do anything about jobs. That's why the governor feels we need a special session. And actually, I think I'm looking forward to that special session, because we'll come in the fall. We will have had the summer to hear from our constituents about the impact on these tax increases. We'll see about the impact on these mandates on our businesses. And I think we're going to hear a lot of things like we heard from this company in Brantford, and I'll end by reading you a quote. CEO of a company in Brantford wrote an email to Senator Jason Welch in our caucus about the paid sick leave mandate. I just want to read you part of his email. I had a very successful track record of turning troubled dealerships around until I moved to Connecticut. The Paid Sick Leave Act is the final straw. We have pumped millions of our own dollars into this company to keep it alive and employing as many people as possible. As it is obvious that our legislature no longer listens to the will of the majority, I will no longer pump my money into the state of Connecticut or be concerned about the unemployment rate. If the state doesn't care, why should I? This successful trucking company out of Brantford, Connecticut, by the way, the home of Senator Meyer, who voted for paid sick leave, was going to increase its employment in the state of Connecticut, and now they're moving out. And to add insult to injury, this CEO told us that he contacted our Department of Economic and Community Development in January, seeking help from the state of Connecticut. Not Jody Rell's DECD, Dan Malloy's DECD. He hasn't heard back yet. He contacted the same officials in Rhode Island, and within less than 30 days was pre-approved for assistance from the state of Rhode Island, and he's moving his business to Rhode Island for a net loss of 100 jobs to the state of Connecticut. Those stories we hear all of the time. That's why our unemployment rate is at over 9% in the national average. Governor Malloy and the Democrats have taken this state in the wrong direction. Higher taxes, anti-business mandates will only increase our unemployment rate. And it's no wonder that the governor's finally waking up, perhaps, to the need for a special session on jobs.